Okay, next up, this is similar to the previous one I shared, but create members only content with valuable content.
This is kind of cool.
So I like this. This is a little bit of a manual nurture process, but it's playing a little bit hard to get. And the reason this is helpful is if you are doing this thing where you're sharing new pieces of content with sales prospects manually through email. Hey, John, I was thinking about you. You and I were talking about this. We have a new resource on this. Here's the link. It's not a bad idea to require something of them to get the content by putting it behind a form fill. So when you gate that content, this is a good tool for using your content as a way to see how interested they are. Because maybe they get an email, they see the email, they're interested. Maybe they kind of accidentally click on it and suddenly you're like, oh, they're really excited. This is great. Well, you don't really know that. All you know is they clicked on a link. They may or may not have meant to click on it. They may not have been that interested. If you've got somebody you're kind of working with, you can actually just gate content, is what we say, or put it behind a form fill on your website. And so then when you invite them to it, you can say, hey, here's a username and a password for you. And I'm giving you access to this members only content because we've been talking. And now if they complete that form, even if you don't provide login info, if they just complete it as a cold form fill, it's going to let you know, oh, they were interested enough to take the time. So it's similar to the manual lead nurture process, but just giving it a little hint of playing hard to get to see how interested they are. And when they do that, if they take that action, you can kind of move them in your tracking a little bit further down the funnel and say, they were willing to take an action to get something really valuable. And then when you're producing a content strategy, often what we'll do is plan content that starts out in this deeper in the funnel category of requiring a form fill. And then over time, as it gets recycled out, it becomes open to anybody who has the link, and then eventually open and exposed to search engines. So this can be tied to a really smart content strategy that starts off in that hard to get, lower in the funnel category and kind of moves up depending on the nature of the content.
Yeah.